Have you ever seen a petty argument escalate way more than it should have? When I was 13, my grandpa lost his mind over a fork. Not just any fork, his special silver one that belonged to his dad. Every single Sunday dinner, he'd use it to eat his mashed potatoes. Nobody else touched it. It sat in this worn velvet box in the drawer, and he'd take it out like it was some kind of treasure. One Sunday, it was gone. Grandpa stood at the table staring at his plate. "Where's my fork?" We all looked around. Nobody knew. He asked again, slower this time. "Did anyone see my fork?" My cousin Jenna said she washed dishes last week, but she didn't remember seeing it. She helped out a lot because she lived closest to Grandpa. My older brother Kyle laughed and said, "Dude, it's literally just a fork." That was a mistake. Grandpa's face went red. He slammed his hand on the table and said it wasn't just a fork. It was the only thing he had left from his father, that nobody in this family respected anything anymore, that he worked 60 years to keep us all together, and now we couldn't even keep track of one piece of silverware. Jenna's mom, my Aunt Linda, told him to calm down. Big mistake number 2. Grandpa turned on her and said maybe if she actually taught her daughter to be responsible, this wouldn't have happened. Jenna started crying. Linda stood up and yelled that he was being completely insane over a piece of metal. Then my Uncle Ron jumped in, said Linda was disrespectful and that Grandpa had every right to be upset. Aunt Teresa told Ron to shut up and stop worshiping old junk. Ron brought up how Teresa didn't even visit when Grandma was sick. Teresa screamed that she had 3 kids and a job. My mom mentioned something about who actually paid for Grandma's hospital bills. Uncle Ron said at least he showed up to family events unlike some people. Linda reminded everyone that Ron skipped her wedding. Kyle told everyone to chill out. Grandpa said Kyle's generation didn't understand the value of anything. It kept going and going. Stuff I didn't even know about came pouring out. Who borrowed money and never paid it back? Who said what at Christmas 5 years ago? Who didn't help when someone's car broke down? Every little thing anyone ever did wrong, suddenly it all mattered because of this fork. By the time dinner ended, half the family had left. Grandpa put on his coat, said he was done with Sunday dinners, and walked out. Jenna was sobbing in the bathroom. Linda was on the phone with someone, venting. The mashed potatoes were still on the table, getting cold. 3 weeks went by. Nobody called Grandpa. He didn't call us. My mom said to give him space. Aunt Linda said he owed Jenna an apology. Uncle Ron said Linda owed him one. It was a mess. Then one afternoon, Jenna was at Grandpa's house dropping off groceries. She still did that even though they weren't talking. She was putting away the cleaning stuff under the sink when she saw something shiny behind the oven. The fork. It must have fallen during dishes weeks ago and slid back there when someone moved the oven to clean. Jenna grabbed it and started bawling. She drove straight to Grandpa's house and knocked on the door. She knocked for like 10 minutes. He didn't answer. So she wrote a note on the back of a receipt. "I didn't take it. I'm sorry. I love you." She pushed the fork and the note through the mail slot and left. A month passed. Grandpa finally called the house. He talked to Jenna for 2 hours, said he was sorry, that he overreacted, that the fork reminded him of his dad and he just lost it when it was gone. Jenna forgave him. Everyone kind of pretended things were fine, but Sunday dinners never came back. Grandpa said he was too tired. Linda said she was busy. Uncle Ron and Aunt Teresa weren't speaking.